Trying
Thank you
out
for being
some,
here.
we're trying out some new experimental technology here. Clearly, nobody on the internet has ever done this before. This is a whole new thing that obviously
Live
we're still
cards.
trying to perfect.
This is, I love it, man. So
But
what do we
tonight
got
we're
today?
opening uh, the first series in the 30th anniversary of uh, this whole Magic series. It's Dominaria United. I think that's how you say it. So this
Nice.
is a collector's box. We've got a bunch to roll through this evening, but I think we'll just start with a couple over here. And
Now, if I could ask, what's in that green package?
ooh, that's a very good question. This is the box topper associated with this. So this is supposed to be your super ultra special high rare or high value rare that gets associated with these packs.
You mean
So
that we save for last, obviously.
obviously that's what we're going to save for last, but we want to show the viewers that this is a real authentic rip, that we're going from the packaging right into the packs, and then we'll get to that at the end as the big reveal.
I love it. No, with the whole crypto thing, I think this is a good pivot.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So the ones that we're looking for this evening are um, there are a bunch of old cards from way back in the beyond times of 1994 that have been embedded with these cards. So that's what we're obviously looking for. That's sort of the holy grail as far as collections go. But in the meantime, if we run into any more modern, high value sort of targets, then we will reveal that to the viewers.
I love
So
it.
may I ask, are they reissuing the 1994 or is this set from the year 1994?
That is a very good question, Don. They are not reissuing. They found a secret stash, like it was buried somewhere in the Himalayas. And that was what they decided to include here in these packages.
Wow. And do they still sell these?
These particular ones are the ones from 1994.
Yeah, like this pack. Can I get one?
I think
No,
you
Don, you
probably
cannot get
can.
one. I'm sorry. You're on a list. They don't allow that.
You can, yes, exactly. But maybe certain people can. So let's see what we have in here. We have a bunch of little rares in here. Obviously, well, I don't know how well you can see that actually. They don't seem to show up in here very well, but we've got some foils in here. Yeah, I guess they do show up a little bit. Again,
Maybe you could
experimental
read them.
technology. We'll try and separate out the commons from the higher value ones. You guys can't see any of that shit, can you?
I can see it,
It's
but
a
I
little
would
difficult.
prefer if you read them because there's some text on them, you know?
Yeah,
Like
Perhaps if you
this
could read that to
person,
us.
none of
mere
which is visible.
Argentinian trigger runner.
True, like perhaps if you read them to us, we would know what they were.
Fair enough, but not that it makes any difference. We've got a Baird Argivian recruiter. He's a very excited fellow about his sword. These are very special, in particular to these packs. These are the stained glass land cards. So we have a swamp in this particular one. They're not necessarily uncommon or rare, but they are particularly nice pieces of artwork for what we're opening this evening.
Now, what does the swamp do? Is that like change the terrain in the battle, or do you get to pick the terrain in a battle?
It's basically your money.
Oh, okay. I was
That's
way
the
off.
easiest way to think about it. That's lets you buy other stuff. That's about the extent of it. Now here we've got
Interesting.
Tatiova, Steward of Tides. Okay. So this is more of the there's a lot of very specialized artwork for this particular set, and that is one of them. I don't know. That's obviously not coming across, but again, looks much like the sort of stained glass art that they're going for.
I like Elphaba.
Say again.
Elphaba?
Best is just to move on when Don says something.
Well, we
Elphaba
will
is
definitely
from
come
the
back to
game.
that because I'm not sure what you said. Ooh, all right, Varric Wertzengir. It's not a bad little pull. That's our first rare.
Nice.
Shabby.
Wow.
Don, come on, man.
And here is our
What?
second
What am I
stained glass
doing?
art. Rona. Not named after Corona. But still, we got the Rona.
Jesus, okay.
Nice. So the ones you're putting on the left are rare.
They are the rare and the particular artwork, the sort of stained glass artwork up here. And this we got, this is a sort of, to the Don's earlier question, this isn't necessarily a reprint of the earlier ones. This is a reference to a callback to one of the earlier 1994 ones. So not particularly hard to find, but still just a very cool callback to an older set.
So when they found those older cards from 94, obviously they weren't all like money cards. So I'm guessing they had some common ones, which they also found.
Yes, that's exactly right.
That's
We are
hilarious.
far more likely to find a old common turtle from 1994 than we are anything that's really particularly super cool.
That's like a
But-
smart marketing move. I like it. It's like it's like a Bo Jackson magic card, no value.
That's exactly right. Exactly. Speaking of Bo Jackson, this is King Darien, which is sort of the Bo Jackson of these cards.
Because he plays two sports. Sorry.
Sulphurous Springs. This is a borderless card, as you can see. It doesn't have any of the borders that some of our others did.
Nice.
This is a throwback to not the 1994 ones, but this is more of the 1997 era, where you had a bunch of snowy lands, and this was one of those.
It's our money card.
Finally, our money card, such as it is this four-armed brute, Ertai Resurrected. And he's, as you can see, this is another of our stained glass foil printings. This is one of our rares of it. This is a new one to this particular set. So not necessarily a throwback, but still calling back to the history of the game. That's what we really want to see.
Yeah, you don't mess with tradition, that's for sure.
Damn
What
right.
does it grant you? Like, are you able to resurrect or bring something back from the graveyard?
Yes, that's actually exactly what it is.
Are you a plant in the audience?
Way to read into that content. Yeah, so it'll let you trigger something that somebody else has already done, or it will just send another dude, kind of like this dude, to the graveyard, so he can't do shit no more, and they're shit out of luck, but then they get to draw a card, which means that they're better than you because they have cards.
So they get to like just take a pen and paper and draw their own card, whatever they want. Sorry.
Yes, exactly right. Or, well, they just get to draw one out of their library, but
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
it's the same thing. It's all, making up your own cards or just getting a new card. It is what it is. So I should mention what we are looking for in terms of those historic old cards. Before we dive into this one, you can see that these cards have, I'll try and get it to focus in on that, but of course it's not going to.
I will say your
This
cuticles
camera
are
is
lovely.
awesome. We're looking for an older symbol in here that looks like an old Ionic column from ancient Greece. Anyway, so here's our token for this pack. We've got a beast, much like
There's the
Dawn.
Dawn in their prime.
What's a token?
You get a token in each pack. So far we have gotten a dragon and a beast. And in this particular set, you actually have a dual-sided one where you have a bird and a soldier on the other side.
So you could use those in your deck, like if you build a deck.
No, you don't. Well, you don't use those in your deck, but you make a deck and your deck can generate those, and then you use those when you make them.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on one second. Cheers.
Cheers. Lunch. Although I am out of scotch, if there was someone who could help me. Thank you so much.
Is this a 21 plus stream?
This is a thirsty business, isn't it, Chance?
And you gotta like keep the mouth lubricated.
That's right. All right, so we'll roll through our commons. We've got a Rootwalla, Essence Scatter, a Haunted Mire, a Swamp Forest, always very important to double land your lands.
I love
Very
landing my lands.
A Meteorite, War Host's Frenzy, and now we're getting into our uncommons. Rulik Mons, Warren Chief. So we've got a legendary goblin here. A 3/3 with Menace. So already pretty good out of the gate. Warren Chief, when Rulik Mons Warren Chief attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it into the battlefield tapped. So you get free lands.
More lands, triple the lands. I love it.
Exactly. Get as many lands as you can as fast as possible. Here's our second stained glass land. Speaking of lands, this is a very fiery mountain. It's very important to have fire in your mountain as opposed to on your
Does it
mountain.
reference some Mordor or some other?
Either that
Elven
or
property.
going to tell it on the mountain. I don't know. It's
the
either
Bible.
Mordor, it's
Going back.
some
I
sort
like it.
of ancient Bible hymn.
Yeah, for destroying the One Ring.
Exactly.
I think that's
It's
what we were
very
referencing.
important.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very important that you destroy
This
the
guy
one.
gets it.
This
Yeah.
guy absolutely gets
And you need all of the elements, you know,
it.
Like Captain America, of course. Heart is the
Yeah.
most important.
or Captain Planet.
Ah,
This
you're
guy
right.
is definitely Captain Planet because he's blue.
It's more like Nightcrawler, but okay.
Even though his colors are red and green, but he is blue, so he's very much the Nightcrawler of red and green stuff.
So it's like, have you seen Namor in the Black Panther 2?
That's exactly who it is. Yes.
I love it. No, he's got a sword and everything.
Exactly right. Radha's Firebrand, not Ratha's Firebrand. whenever Rada's Firebrand attacks, target creature defending player controls with power less than Rada's Firebrand can't block this turn.
Good. I can't. I'm
Yeah.
glad they can't block